Hi Gemini, it's your girl NeenaRose coming at you for your BLAM. It's on for December 30th, 2019. Hope all is well with you all. I want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes and just rocking with me. A lot of you are excited going into the new year. I think a lot of you have actually taken heed to some things that you have been working on. Like, a lot of you have been doing some self-fulfillment is what I'm hearing. Like some of you have been doing some affirmations. I'm even hearing hypnosis type stuff, just kind of like building up who you are, your self-esteem, just relying on yourself and just making some positive changes. It seemed like that just kicked in the gears, what I'm hearing at the middle of November is what I'm hearing. Some of you just kind of just, you know what, I'm going to start on me now, because I'm about to make some changes. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you are really looking to improve yourself. And that takes a lot, because when you do that, it's like a lot of people have to move out the way. So I'm just hearing a lot of you are on some more stuff. Like, it's like, nah, you ain't gonna do all that with me. I'm finna do something else. Some of you have really taken the initiative to look around to see what would be best for you in your journey, is what I'm hearing. And I'm just hearing that a lot of you are making the provisions that you need of where it is that you're going. See, those didn't turn over. Okay, so we have surrendering to the journey, release control. We have wandering path, enjoy the journey. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. And the enjoying the light, open your heart to joy. So I believe, like I said, I just believe a lot of you have decided to work on yourself. And then I keep hearing a harlot mentality. Almost like, you know what, I'm going to make sure I'm happy and I'm not going to give in to the whims of the enemy. Like, I'm not giving in to helping people and I can't help myself. A lot of you are coming out of that energy. Like, you know what, I just stopped to help people and then I'm not helped. Or I'm helping you and I'm not helped. I'm hearing a fresh perspective. Like, a lot of you are looking at things from a different perspective right now. Like, that's what I'm hearing. A lot of you are doing a fresh perspective on some things that have went on. They didn't tell me to snap them out. They said to cut and pull, so I did. So let's get out this chakra energy here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that out. But I feel like a lot of you have made some decisions to where you're going to cut some things loose and they are not what people expected. But it's just like, you know what, a lot of the energy that I'm feeling here, a lot of people are actually just looking out for self right now. Like, you know what, I can't sit here and just act like I don't see me. I see me. I see me at the end of this equation. And I need the outcome to be something I want. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I want to be happy with this outcome. And that's what I'm hearing now. Like, a lot of you want to be happy with the outcome. And that's the difference. And that's what you're working on. A lot of you was working on these affirmations to get to the level of being able to move forward without having to give someone an explanation. And then kind of like, not saying you're fearful, but it's almost like you need to pump yourself up to be like, you know what, let me get to the next level. I need to talk to you, whether you coming in, Gemini, with a conversation of talking, or whether you're coming in, and I say talking like apology, bringing up some things, maybe trying to get make amends with somebody. I'm also getting the energy of some of you just kind of just building yourself up to where you're maybe starting to hold yourself accountable for the things that you've said and done, whether in the past or what's coming up. Like basically, I'm going to make sure I handle my part. I'm hearing accountability is what I'm hearing. A lot of you are getting ready to go into the new year. You've been working on you, and it's just like I'm hearing that some of the bridges that may have been burned in 2019, I'm hearing 2017. Some of these bridges, you're not happy with your behavior, is what I'm hearing, and so that kind of brought on the accountability. I would say theme right now. Like basically, I'm working on me. I'm working on addressing my issues. So, some people may be getting apologies for things that may have went on and you wasn't really trying to give them closure or not. You just want to clear your end up, is what I'm hearing. So the first, and then some of this energy, I'm hearing a Chris. I'm also hearing a Tasia, a Tasia. A Latasia. Now they're saying that joy, not they're saying joy and light open your heart to joy. Or Latoya is what I'm hearing. A joy and light open your heart to joy. So a lot of you may be dealing with just basically being able to open up about being happy again. Some of you have come out of stifling commitments or things that kind of held you back from being your true self, is what I'm hearing. So a lot of you are dealing with that, maybe taking your joy back. You have the owl here in the reverse, Gemini. Seek out deeper knowledge to see through deception. So a lot of you may be dealing with some things, and it's in the reverse. So it's like a lot of you may have been in retrospect. That's why I say I feel like a lot of you have been doing your affirmations, just building up your confidence, because some of you may be going against the majority, is what I'm hearing. Some of you may be going against what you may have been taught to actually the deceit, and you saw the deception. So now it's like, now I got to work on myself so I can actually be a voice or be prepared for whatever it is that you're about to go through. Because I feel like a lot of you are getting prepared. You're going to show your growth because you have growth in the reverse here. It's your chakra for this. And with that in the reverse, that means you have basically acknowledged some things that are going on. Maybe the deception, you may have been a part of some deception and feel like I should have never done this. And then your perfection is where you're at right now in the root chakra, trying to perfect some areas. And then the growth is the heart chakra. So like I say, I feel like there may be some forgiveness here. There may even be some lines of understanding loyalty. Because a lot of people, they're affected by loyalty in the heart chakra. Loyalty, you be thinking you need to be loyal to somebody when that's not the case. So a lot of times we make poor decisions trying to own up to or stand up against something that's not working for us or working the greater good for other people. I'm hearing malicious intent. Like some of you may have been in on somebody basically sending somebody to do somebody harm. It didn't work, is what I'm hearing, but I'm hearing that it's eating you now about the malicious intent that you was in on, is what I'm hearing. Wondrous universe. Okay, so basically, let me say this. When you don't understand how you draw energy to you, you do some things without understanding the consequences. You may not have got caught physically, and they're saying yet. There are some things that are going on in the spirit realm. Now, when you don't make amends when it's time to make amends, and that's why people get caught with some stuff. And then some things you don't even make it out of. You may even die out of die physically because you already know what you were going to do what wasn't right. Right? So then something comes up. Some people are the martyr and some people aren't. Some people have malicious intent to do harm to somebody, but they may send somebody to go do it. That person couldn't pull it off. So now it's like, okay, this person is still here and I have to deal with this. The energy people call karma, the energy is here. The energy is here for you, Gemini. I don't know what it is exactly. They're not telling me exactly, but this is the theory that they're giving me. Someone was sent to do something and it didn't work out. Now, before a big karma hit, and you intuitively know that you need to make amends or you need to stand up and own your part before something else comes about. Now, they're saying that the things that you hold within your hands that are not yours. Some of you wanted to hold something that's not yours or keep something that's not yours. That's coming up. And everything is going to come up. You're given an opportunity to make amends is what I'm hearing. You're given an opportunity to make amends for your wrongdoing, for your hands in this. They said you recently joined this cult. They call it a cult. You recently joined a cult and just dive right in to be malicious against someone. But your arms are coming up. Your arms are coming up. And what we call karma is coming up if you don't make amends or give up what's not yours. There's something you're holding that's not yours. You're holding on to some stuff that's not yours. And this is not, they say this is material. There's some things you possess that belongs to someone else. And you know it. And you're wondering why you're doing this. They're getting you prepared to speak up and hand over what's not yours. And if you don't do it, all your hands are about to be exposed. Wondrous universe. Walk in beauty. If you ever notice how a lot of people be looking haggardly, and they be looking all, that's because they didn't dealt in negative energy with people. They've been doing harm to people. And then you see them and they be like, man, why they got like big bags? And why they look like big bags under their eyes? Why they look like they skin is like, ugh, and then why they so sickly? That's because things are coming back on their health behind the things that they put out to people. It's hard to walk in beauty when you're not walking in truth. When you can understand the beauty of the universe and that a person don't have to give vengeance on you for vengeance to be taken out on you, then you'll walk in beauty and in truth. You can't not walk in truth and you're a liar. You're a thief. You're a person that pray harm on people or you make malicious intent or false reports. All that stuff there, those type of people, you can look at them and tell they're not supposed to look like that because you can see the negative energy living in their flesh. When you are spiritually awakened and you can look at somebody and tell, man, they didn't had a hard life and they look like they about 60 and they right 35. Or they got a lot of negative energy in them and it's just running its course. But when you do these things, you allow energy to come in to actually do you harm. Because especially if you're fighting against someone who knows how to fight against negative energy. So that energy comes back and beats you up. The same energy you sent out to do somebody that harm, that energy comes back and do it to you. Only way you can walk in beauty, some of you are wondering why you look the way you look, is what they're saying. That's why I just said that. You're wondering why you look the way you look. That's because you've been delving in negative energy. You look horrible. And this is what you're saying when you look in the mirror, like, man, I look bad. That's because your energy. Some of you are doing staring spells, trying to talk about other people, cast spells on other people. All this is negative energy. How do you actually bounce back from that? You have to stop doing it and acknowledge it. Some of you are going to have to pay restitution because a lot of you have been praying in other people's pockets with the poverty spells, the spells of lack. I think I just said it in Cancer video and Virgo. A lot of y'all don't like my videos, and it's okay. I didn't come here to give you fluff and not truth, because that's not my job. I'm going to tell the truth. Whatever they telling me to say, I'm going to say it. But a lot of you are wondering why things are happening in your life. It's because of the energy you put out, and it's coming back. It's coming back, and then you're at the level of being exposed at this point. You're about to be exposed. A lot of you are sitting on some stuff that never could have belonged to you. And now you're wondering why you have to build the courage to actually stand up against these demonic forces you've been actually mingling with. You have the Panther here, and the Black Panther, sensuality and passion stirred beneath a cloak of secrecy. So it's like a lot of you are pretending to be cold-hearted. This situation is very passionate to you. This could be somebody that you may have been in love with. This could be a family member. Whatever is going on, there's a lot of passion for this person, and you don't really know where you went wrong at, is what I'm hearing. You know where you went wrong at, but you don't even know how to fix it. But now you're getting the understanding of why you've been doing the affirmations, why you're trying to get the strength up, because the Creator don't want you to be taken out in a way that you don't want to be taken out. They want you to fix this. You can easily fix this, because when you really get exposed, it won't be no going back. I'm hearing that these will be legal repercussions, is what I'm hearing. Some of you may be facing jail time. I'm just hearing that this here is not going to. So what the Creator is doing is basically helping you get a mindset to come clean, so that you can walk away with this and save face. I'm hearing that a lot of you have done some things that when the legal system gets wind of it, because that's what's going to happen. A lot of people don't want that to actually hit them for whatever reason. And so I feel like at this point, it's like a cloak of secret. Beneath what's really going on is a cloak of secrecy. That's what the Black Panther says. And it's like, you holding secrets for people, and it's like, it ain't worth it. Because how far are you going to go for somebody else's secret? Porcupine, what came out in the reverse. You may defend yourself honorably without hurting those close to you. Some of you are afraid of exploding. You know you're going to have to stand up, and you are afraid of going off because you know exactly what you've done. And then you're wondering why this feels so heavy. That's because you need to go and ask what your quest is, what your purpose is. Some of you may be healers, whoever this is relating to. Some of you may just be in the area of, you can make this right. This may fall in your court. And a lot of you may not deal with this accordingly, because what? You are afraid. But you're not going to come out smelling like a rose on this one. It won't happen for you like that. When you get warnings like this here, this is more so just, I see you. The Creator sees you. Just because you don't see me in the physical form, you're still being seen. And this goes against your soul contract, is what I'm hearing. That's why this is heavy. That's why this is coming out like this. You're not purposed for the negative work. That you may be dealing with people who are purposed for negative work. You may be dealing with dark warlocks. Dealing with dark witches. Dealing with you may have been taught by those who do witchcraft, but they work dark magic. And you're not a dark witch, but you've been taught by them. I'm being told you're a light worker. That's the reason why you're getting a chance. Light workers get a different chance than dark workers. Dark workers don't get the same opportunities because it's like they're doing their job. It's just what it is. So after they do so much, they may get caught up. They may never get caught up because they do their job. You have to understand it's this give and take in this situation. You just can't do whatever. And you do have to be accountable and be responsible. That's why a lot of you are at a crossroads is what I'm hearing. You don't even know why you got to take a plunge now. You got to take a plunge now because your time is going to be exposed. You're not one of them, even though it may be a blood relative you're dealing with. You're not one of them. Light workers are born in all different families, all different kinds of families. And I feel like this is for a light worker who basically works dark energy. And some things that you have been involved in are about to be exposed. And you really need to come clean. You really need to pick up the pieces. But they're saying you have something that does not belong to you. And it's going to take you out. Wandering path. Enjoy the journey. A lot of you don't think that being an empath or a light worker would be fun because it seemed like it's fun to wreak havoc in people's lives because that's what you've been doing. That's the type of company you've been keeping with negative energy. Spider in the reverse. Travel will open up new possibilities and one special connection. So you may be traveling to somebody or somebody may be traveling to you. Enjoy your journey because when you can start living to be happy and accepting the things that are going on that are not in your control, that's a whole other ball game. You have workaholic in the reverse. So a lot of you already know that the negative energy that you've been putting into something is fruitless. It's fruitless. You already knew this though because that's why you started trying to do the positive affirmations. You're doing things because you know what you've been doing is not profitable for you. You don't feel good anymore after you do it. It sounded like it was fun at first. Felt like it was fun. And now it's like, I can't believe I did that. Or why did I do that? And then it's like they don't know that that's how you're feeling. A lot of you are crying right now. You spend a lot of time crying is what I'm hearing. You're crying about what you've done and you don't even know how to come out, but you're going to have to come clean. That's the thing about working purpose. When you can stand and be accountable, when you can honestly be accountable, you can get through anything because then you won't do it anymore. You won't do it anymore. But I don't feel like a lot of you want to do this anymore. You're just kind of wondering, how do I get through this? You just go to Creator for a plan and make it work. We have surrender to the journey, release control. See, you surrendered to something that wasn't for you. Now it's time to release control and let the Creator do the work in you so that you can build and be the person you need to be. So that you can honestly be a blessing and not a hindrance. We have butterfly here. Delight in life and embrace change as the source of your creativity. A lot of people, let me tell you what the enemy do. The enemy will see that it's time for you to change, and then they will come with something else. They will come with something else. And then it's like, because I know them, they seem to be working their things out. I go with what they say. I go with what they say and what they're doing because I know them already. I'm familiar with them. But you lost the connection with self. The last chakra that you have here for this is complacency in the reverse. A lot of you have come out of complacency with the affirmations and stuff. Now you're wondering where to go next, and the fear has kicked in that I gotta face this. And the people that I'm gonna have to tell this to or even that one person that you may have been involved with this malicious intent, you're going to have to face this. That's the only way you clear your name. You clear up your physical, because that's the only way you won't do it again. Because you know you can't come up against people and think that nothing's going to happen. See, when we give up to malicious intent, when we give up to negative energy, it comes back to us. But if you're not purposed to do negative energy work, if you're not purposed for that, you get in trouble. Because you're supposed to be on a different path. And then you become responsible. You know, you're responsible regardless, but like a lot of people don't understand the negative role and the positive role. They do have to balance out, but when you are a light worker, when you are a worker of the light, you can't be dishing out hurts and pains and manipulation and strategies to hurt people. Your hand gets called quicker than others, because that's not what you're here for. Some of you have been praying for purpose, and now you realize you've been on the wrong team. So now, with accountability, you have to start being accountable for your actions. You just can't do whatever, say whatever, go anywhere. You can't do none of that. So I'm going to go ahead and pray for you, Gemini. I speak that you get your joy back and that you understand the growth process. Even with the decisions that you made in the past, there's still things to learn from them. And that you not give up on yourself or become bitter with yourself because you made a poor decision. Know that help is always here. The Creator is not giving up on you. And I speak that you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that truth is not bad. Even though you may have been told truth is bad. Honesty is not bad. You just have to know when to use it. I speak wisdom unto you, Gemini. That you make your moves silently and you do what it takes to free your own soul. Because you can't free somebody else's, especially if they're where they need to be. I speak that you understand and give acceptance and guidance to overworking a situation, and it's not even your situation to work. I speak that you no longer stand in complacency and you accept the journey and release control and allow the Creator to shift, mold, and make you into the person you're supposed to be. Selah. Gemini, love yourself first. Love yourself more than your situation, and you'll come out on top. Y'all have a good one. It's NeenaRose.